There is an unknown number of older generation iPhones out there. If it's the tens of millions or hundreds of millions, we've reported and what we think is coming. Is the technology upgrade enough to spur this genuine upgrade cycle?
I think it is. If all the rumors play out, Mark was talking about moving people to the higher price point. I think there's two markets, right? You have the early adopters and the pro users that can do that, but then you have a huge base of people that have devices that are 4 or 5 years old that need to continue to go on that path. So creating more separation between the pro model and the non-pro model is critical to get those people to move up.
As you know, I focus a lot on the technology from a sort of processor compute standpoint, but actually switching to titanium sides or edges is interesting. Why would that make a difference in the smartphone market?
I can tell you that just from a consumer perspective, getting into the store and holding one of those new phones is the most tangible expression of the phone being different, right? Weight on something that you use so much during the day makes a difference. It might also invite some people to go to the larger form factor because the weight is no longer the factor that is deciding whether or not you want to carry something that heavy. There's obviously a sustainability story as well linked to titanium. And it'll be interesting to see how far Apple is going to push that sustainability story today.
USB-C. Did Apple wait too long? The European Union mandate is for the end of 2024 deadline, but they're going now. What impact will that have?
It makes it easier for people that are within the ecosystem. It's one less cable, but as Mark was talking about, for the Pro version, if it does do the higher data is nicer for creators, right? It's actually useful. It's not just about doing the mandate for the requirement. It'd be interesting to see how they spin the story because we all been waiting, and from a portfolio perspective, the iPad has it, but the phone does it. And so you start to see, discrepancies within the portfolio. Now we have one cable across the board. I'm sure that the AirPods will also get a new case with the USB-C.
I am all in on one cable. Carolina, tell me a little bit about how they're going to spin the green element. You just took us there a little bit, the sustainability narrative. Feels as though that's going to creep into the watches as well.
It seems so with materials, and there's been a lot of speculation about abandoning leather, both with their own bands and with the relationship with Hermes. And I think that if you look at Apple's DNA around sustainability, they always had a very strong story. They have a goal to be carbon neutral by 2030 across their supply chain and products. They are already carbon neutral for their own operations already today. And so it'd be interesting to see whether the material is one aspect of it. We saw the badges today are all recycled. There's no plastic in today's events badges. So it seems like sustainability is definitely going to be a story.
What about the watch in general? How much are they continuing to want to innovate on that particular product? How important is it to them?
It's a very important product to them just because health and fitness is an important story to tell, and they have made a huge impact. It's been interesting to see how much the Ultra version of the watch has taken consumers by storm. It's not just for the fitness. When we were talking about this actually on the program and said there's a lot of wannabes health and fitness people that will buy this watch. So for Apple is another way to lock customers in, and I know that they hate that term, but it's true. If you have your phone and your watch, it's harder for you to move away and move to a different brand and ecosystem.
Carolina, the company story for Apple has really been China. In the June quarter, it was a record in Greater China, 8% growth when there was overall decline. How important is this iPhone 15 for that market? Does it get traction with the consumer in China?
It's very important, and I think the story about the processor for the Maxes and the Pro is important for China. China has always been a market that is more about real technology, and so processors is something that they look at very closely versus design and materials. So I think that separating that Pro line with a different processor, with a dedicated processor that can give you more, is going to be really critical for China.